You are 40 minutes into the AP Physics exam, staring down a complex circular motion problem. The clock is ticking and the pressure is overwhelming. You start correctly, mapping the physical interactions. Gravity pulls down, normal force pushes up, but the object is moving in a circle. Panicking to be thorough, you add the most famous concept in rotational mechanics, drawing a center-pointing arrow labeled FC. That single arrow instantly zeroes out the points for the diagram and fails your entire conceptual model for the grader. If centripetal force is the governing concept of circular motion, why does acknowledging it on the page trigger a complete grading failure? You fell for a psychological trap. By drawing that arrow, you invited a mathematical imposter onto a strict map of physical reality. Students naturally view centripetal force as a specific type of force, assuming it belongs in the same category as gravity, tension, or friction. Let's test that assumption with a classic diagnostic scenario: a car driving over a hilltop shaped like a vertical circle. To draw a valid force, we must identify exactly what physical object is touching or pulling the car. First, the entire mass of the earth pulls the car downward. Second, the physical asphalt of the road pushes upward against the tires. Look closely. There is no invisible rope. There is no giant magnet. There is no mysterious centripetal hand pushing the car toward the center of the hill. A free body diagram is a strict inventory of physical reality. Adding a phantom force with no physical source pollutes the crime scene. If it's not a physical force, we have to rethink the definition. It is more accurate to think of centripetal force as a job title. To turn in a circle, the universe mathematically requires a specific amount of net inward push. That requirement is the centripetal force. Physics separates the world into two sides. Physical causes belong on the left, and the mathematical effect belongs on the right. When you draw FC on the diagram, you take that required mathematical effect and lump it in with the physical causes. You are double counting the physics, turning a description of motion into a broken, unsolvable paradox. Let's translate this conceptual failure into the exact mathematical error that graders look for in your Newton's second law equations. This bad diagram leads to a corrupted equation. Because FC and MAC are actually the exact same thing, this equation is mathematical nonsense. You'll never find the true velocity or normal force from here. To survive, you need the AP Physics rule. Step 1. Rigidly banish all phantom forces and draw only physical realities. Step 2. Evaluate the real diagram. The forces that point toward the center of the curve must win the tug-of-war. The mathematical difference between these real physical forces produces the necessary inward push. Rigidly following this sequence secures your setup points and provides a psychological defense against the traps built into the exam. Centripetal is not a force you draw. It is simply the name of the job that the real forces team up to do.